Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of November, as usual, I have a special sales offer available. This one is inspired in Scorpio theme season we are on, and it's called Pandora Box. It's a reading that looks into the theme of shadows, the shadows within, and how to tap into that darkness or perceived darkness and create from it light, magic, healing, and understanding and love. So, it is also a reading that provides some understanding into what type of power, negative and positive, might be experienced and unleashed in your reality. So, if you'd like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, such as my Facebook and Instagram page. So, Libra. I feel like some of you just want to be free from something that has been like a real struggle for you to be free from. For some of you, this is this um, slow, dragging energy. Like perhaps you have been trying to be free from a financial burden, from a debt, from a favor you owe to someone, just want to be pay it back in certain ways, or you want to be free from a burden, from something in your life that feels like, why do I have to deal with this, but still you have to because you owe something to that energy I keep getting. And it feels like even though it's still like this slow moving effect, like this little turtle advancing into its path. You're getting there, Libra. You're getting there. You're getting there to the path where you're going to succeed in finding liberation from conditions that create dissatisfaction. Some of you have been chronically dissatisfied with your lives lately, with the Four of Cups here. So, coming from October into November, there's a feeling here that you're just not really enjoying fully how things are emotionally presented to you. Particularly emotionally feels like it's taking a toll in some of you Libras that feel like, I'm so bored and I'm so irritated and I'm so frustrated. I want to go outside and have fun. I want to be free to do whatever I feel like doing, and I can't. I feel like it's a feeling like I have to be sitting in this room where there's not much to do when outside things seem so much appealing, particularly the moon and the moon effect. So I feel like some of you Libras have something here as well about the nighttime, or about the moon representing the feminine energy, seduction, mystery, mysticism, creativity, things of the night. I keep getting the night creatures, night activities. I feel like some of you are very drawn to explore some sort of mystery in your life, but you don't have right now the tools and the time to commit to that. It's like you want to figure something out that is a little bit like a mystery to you, but appealing one, seductive one. Um, but you can't find yet fully the time to get there, to solve something in your life that is like emotionally puzzling. There's an emotional puzzle for some of you Libras during November that you're aware of, but it feels like you have the back to it. It's like you're aware that it's there, but I can't look at it right now. I keep getting like some of you have been putting your love life and emotional needs to second, as second priority, because of stress, because of trying to make a better life for yourself or something better. Um, at a whole that does not prioritize your personal needs, but more like perhaps the family needs, or the needs of a group, or the needs of work, or the needs of financial stability. It feels like your happiness keeps coming in second, Libras, for some of you. The good thing is that you have the Ace of Wands in your unconscious position. So there's this huge um, feeling of empowerment that might take over you suddenly during November, to make the triple work that you have right now been making to again be done and be free from something that is at the same time a feeling of meeting a goal, achieving, that perhaps that milestone, achieving that thing that you have set in your mind that you would achieve, even when you yourself felt like you couldn't, that you felt like this close to give up. There's something here, Libras, you felt this close to give up and you didn't, or you're not to. It's like almost like a feeling you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to give up something because you have come really far, really, really, really far to gain access to the Ace of Wands. What is the Ace of Wands? Is an energy of full, raw, primal fire, desire, passion, connection with that vitality that makes us feel like invincible. You are the hero here in your journey, Libra. The hero. So the hero represents that, and most times heroes need to make sacrifices, right? They're depicted that way in their story for greater causes. But in this particular situation, there's this actually this it's almost like this expression of tamed desires in you coming out to help you unleash, right? Unleash forces that feel like superpowers to meet the Knight of Pentacles energy, which is to meet your goals professionally, materially, stability, home wise, love wise. But you want to have something concrete to offer. I'm so sorry. You want to have something solid to offer. If this is about you approaching a love interest, you don't want to approach this person without anything in your hands, like empty handed. So it could be like some of you are also like working very hard to prove yourselves as valuable and worthy at someone else's eyes. It could be a love interest, it could be a partner, it could be a father, mother, child, anyone. You could be really working really hard to prove yourself as worthy. Be mindful of that. Like the intentions behind your work and your efforts, if they are solely to feel validated at someone else's eyes, or if it's because you need that validation, you need to know that you're capable of doing something. You need to know that there's that feeling of some of you Libras needing to validate yourselves and your efforts, right? First and foremost for yourself, obviously, so that naturally as a result of it, things around you shift into people also recognizing your work, your worth, your efforts. But if that is solely your motivation, that could be a trap. It could be a trap because you're going to constant need like that feeling of the overachiever. Like you are always going to feel like you have to do more and more and more and more and more and more and more, and never is enough to feel appreciated. To feel appreciated, because in reality you don't appreciate yourself, or you don't give yourself the appreciation that your inner being needs to feel okay with who you are. So that's why I was saying like there's this chronic dissatisfaction with yourself included, Libra. I feel like some of you are not satisfied with yourselves, perhaps it's your image, perhaps it's your love life. It feels like it's not giving you much, to be content with or happy with. Perhaps you feel bored in your current relationships, or you feel like I feel like there's a feeling here of not feeling like people know how to deal with you, people know how to, really see you, get you. So you don't have to be constantly translating, right? Or constantly explaining yourself, or constantly expressing what you need to be content and happy. You want basically a person to guess what's going on with you. You want someone that knows how to read you. Some of you, it's because you have communication issues. You have here some communication issues that is making you, in a way as well, unavailable to really relate the way that a relationship should work. So watch for that. I see that as you having here the Two of Wands, though, discussions will definitely happen, even if it's inside of yourself. I feel like you're negotiating. There's two sides of Libras negotiating with one another, like trying to figure out a plan, trying to figure out a way, trying to figure out how to approach, again, Knight of Pentacles, how to approach a situation or someone in a way that it's going to be rewarding. You don't want to lose. I feel like some of you don't want to lose because you invested so much into something that you want to make sure that once you give the step, it's going to be just what it's needed. It's not going to, basically, I feel like some of you don't want to deal with the, how you call it in, I don't know, sometimes there's terms in English that I don't know how to tell you, I think in Portuguese, but let's try. It's like you know, the, I feel like it's, I believe that in English it's called this way, the variables, the different possibilities that unexpected, unforeseen situations can turn out to have, and things that can happen out of the blue, that it's not predictable. There's things that are not predictable. No matter how much you try to build a plan A, B, C, D, the whole alphabet, there's still going always to be at least 100% of possibility of something not working as what you saw it should. So some of you need to back down a little bit as well when it comes to allowing life and the situation to flow. Some of you, it's like you don't want the flow because you don't trust the flow, right? You want to be in control of how things go because they represent something important here for you, Libra. I can see that it represents something important for you. Perhaps some of you have been like working on a secret plan or in a secret thing here. I feel like either you have a secret plan with someone, you know, you're conspiring here with someone to do something that is more hidden right now, that it's more just about you and this person's awareness than anybody else's. Or you have been working on something secretly, secret plan, a secret investment, a secret tactic to get towards an end result that frees you, that brings new life, new passion. Some of you is like you have been frustrated emotionally and sexually. There's a feeling of not being empowered, where we tend to find some sense of recharge. So where, for example, in sex, good sex, real intimate, powerful, healing sexuality can have this tremendous effect of being very invigorating, right? Being very good for our own energy levels. Perhaps you have been frustrated because either there has been this absence of good sex, or your sexuality has been repressed for some reason, or you and your partner are not getting, aligned in the same energy sexually, or you have not been expressing your sexuality as really what you want. Or if it's not about sex, it's about emotions. You have not been expressing because, again, of that communication problem. You have not been expressing things as you really need. And so repression makes us tense, and it makes us very rigid. I feel like some of you have been also very rigid, very uptight with you and your own. So you could be a little bit strict during November with close ones, like if they're not following the plan, again, if they're not following the rules that you are putting here in the table, if they go a little bit, just a little bit out of what you want them to go, I feel like some of you won't have it easily. You could have really reactions that are really about being rigid. Some of you are learning to be less conservative in your approach to life, again, to sex, to love, and to what you see as success, winning. I keep getting like it has a lot to deal with the ability to win and achieve something. Because if you don't, what does that mean from you? Does it mean that you're weak, that you're a failure? Again, watch for those type of beliefs, like buying into the idea that just because you didn't get something, you're a failure. or you're not worthy, or you're not, a winner, or you're not, someone that has more to look forward to. There's a lot of things here for Libras in November, that it's the need to validate the self where it has not been. So pay attention to where you have been, where you have felt the most neglected at, where you have felt like in your life so far, and as of lately, you have been denied something, denied that conquest, that win, right? That dominant vibration over something you really wanted. It could be about, again, a relationship. It could be about your career. It could be about family. It could be about you yourself giving up on things that you now regret giving up. Could be anything. But the thing that you can indicate the most, that you feel that you are most frustrated about, is what's going to give you the key to find out the solution, right? To find out what then you need to do to find, right, that validation, and to find that freedom, but from within, where you don't castrate yourself and your spirit, or you judge yourself because you couldn't meet a certain goal. Because honestly, it feels like for those of you Libras that are suffering because you didn't meet a goal, or because something didn't work out, it shows here it's because you were not ready at the time. You were not ready to gain at something, to succeed at something as you thought you were. It's not a matter of you not being able to win at it. It's because you were not prepared. You were not prepared for something. And it feels like now you are, because the Knight of Pentacles is someone that it goes to war, of all the knights, is the knight that goes to war most well prepared, right? It uses caution and strategy to make sure and ensure again that he is safe in the war and he's going to win the war. It's basically the pragmatic warrior. So now you are prepared to whatever it is you're setting yourself to do, where you want to conquer the Ace of Wands, empowerment. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and please keep doing so. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.